Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? It's Wednesday. I always have to check, make sure I know what I'm saying. So get some people in pretty early. Good morning, Stephen. How are you? Pam, how's it going? Kind of looks like I took a step back, Pam. That's the way it's been going. 1 or 2 days good. One day, like it took a step back. I don't know why. I think I'm going to call the doctor today and see if I can get anything. Hello, Sandy. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, so just waiting. I'm a couple of minutes early. Just waiting for a few people to get in. How's everybody doing today? Hello, JRKR. How are you? Yeah, I think I'm gonna today, Pam. It's been over a month, and I don't know. It's just like it just hangs in there, hangs on. Got to get rid of it. So I slept late today. Then I took the dog out. So I really haven't had a chance to look at my eBay or Makari or anything. So maybe I'll start off looking at those while we're waiting for some people to come in. Hello, Mike, January House. How are you? Taking a multi. Pam. I'm back to taking a multi. We are taking zinc. I think I just might need a little bit more antibiotic to get rid of it. Not taking vitamin C, but my multi hopefully is taken care of. I'm taking one of those mega old male, whatever. I put the link in if anybody wants to come in and join in the chat. I know today I said we were going to talk about things that are holding us back from making more money. So this is my Makari. It's on the way. You've made a sale. Cha-ching. What's this one? Okay. This guy made an offer and he says, can you remove it because it's sold? And I said, yeah, why would they even allow an offer to be made on something that's sold? It would probably tell you that you can't make an offer on this, it's sold. So I had to find out how to delete it. So that's good. Let's see, seller dashboard. Do I need to do anything? No action required. One unread message. No, not me, Mike. Not me. Hello, Jules. Good morning. That's weird. Yeah, all right. So Makari, I'm good on. My listings, how many? We were at 224. Still have 15 ready to go. I haven't dropped the hammer on those yet. So Makari's good, up to date. We're only at $10 for this week for Makari. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, every time, almost every show, people are making offers on this. 75, 70, 75, 75, 75, 75. All right. right. Do I have anything to ship today that I didn't ship yesterday? I did a lot yesterday. Orders. No, excellent. So all caught up there. And like I said, this is, one of the things we should just be doing every day. This one, if you remember, this one sold yesterday. And the problem is I think you saw the message that came on the screen. There was a problem with their address in Mexico. So I emailed him right after the show. I says, I can't ship because it won't allow me to print a label because it says there's an error in your address. So no response the rest of the day. So late yesterday, I canceled the order and he approved it. So he approved the cancellation pretty fast, but he wouldn't answer the issue with his address fast. So I'm kind of grateful. I mean, it's only $5, but I'm happy that happened. Nance P, good morning. Good morning. Hi, everyone. A little tired this morning. Forgive me. I'm not saying hi to each other. No, hey, it is early. It is early. Mel, how are you doing today, Mel? Good morning. A few dozen beers. Okay, I'm all caught up there. So, send offers eligible. Genuine Harley Davidson original 6-inch round 15. Let's see if we can get some of this sold. Send offers. Dallas Premium Chaps. I'm going to take a drastic reduction on that. Send offers. King Kong, my last one, and it's not going to allow me to. I have yet to reduce this. Office. I'm not going to do $79. So what I'll do is I'll go over here. No, I really shouldn't, right? 2 other people bought it at $84. Why would I reduce the price? It's hard to get. So I'm just going to leave it as is. So with that, we'll see if, those 2 offers generate anything. Worst case scenario, I mean, it's not a weekend yet. I could run a sale. I could, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll go to sell, bring up all my listings. I'll go to start date and go to my oldest ones and start reducing some of those to see if I can get those sold. And that's the way I do it. I go to the oldest first and try doing that. Try getting them sold, just by reducing the price because it's taking up space now, and use the money to buy some more new product. A lot of DVDs that I could reduce. $40. Got a lot of offers on this, but no takers yet. This is brand new. Joe Perry limited edition portable wireless speaker. Originally had this at $65 because it was selling for more than that, but this was 6 months ago, 7 months ago. So, excuse me. I thought you were doing Makari. I just did. I just went through Makari. JR did everything that I had to, which was not much. Answer an email. That was it. Seems like you can do a lot more on desktop than you definitely can. You definitely can do more on the desktop app than you can on the iPhone or Android app. And next week, I'll do the, organizing and stuff like that. But if anybody's going to be working on listings, all right, because this sold, I relisted it, and they didn't charge me to relist it. This is the Christina Aguilera one that was supposed to go to Mexico. This is, let me just stop sharing. This is the way I tell everybody that I do it. I wrap it in cardboard. Now, this CD didn't come in a regular jewel case, they call them. This came in just a cardboard case. It was a special release. So I wrapped it in cardboard again twice. So it's not going to bend. It's not going to, do any issues or anything. And then I put it in a padded envelope. So Jules had to restart. Oh, all right. Flipping Hustler, good morning. How are you? Just need to turn the fan on a little bit higher. So if I was to list this from the beginning, Christina Aguilera's I Turn to You CD single limited edition picture disc, 2 tracks. This is where, hello, Hot Mess, Amy, Thrifter, Hot Mess Thrifter, Amy. How are you today? This is what we were talking about almost every day, this custom SKU that only you see it. So if anybody's going to start listing or going through all their listings today, tomorrow, the weekend, you may want to start looking at this custom SKU. So now I'm going to take this. I'm not going to unwrap it because I know what it is. Hello, Aqua Girl. Good morning. So I'm going to put it back in. So far, so good, Hot Mess. Little under today, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to put this back in box 5. And if you remember yesterday, we spoke about getting those banker boxes and putting the inventory in there. So box 5, and then Michael Wheels came in and said what he likes to do is where he bought it and how much he paid. You could put anything you want in here. Only you are going to see it. So you could put anything you want in here. This was a box lot for me. So then you just go down, music CDs, condition is brand new, still sealed. It is a CD. I believe it's Columbia. And that's the thing. You want to try to get this all blue with the lightning bolt. I got the bank. Now I have to fill them. Excellent. And the easy way to do it, Pam, and I'll show you. Give me a second here. See, it's not graded. Heartland. Oh, hey, Brandon. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Christina Aguilera. Blah, 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 blah. $5. Yeah, let them make an offer. Now, see, this could go either media mail, add additional services, because some people are going to say, well, I don't want it media mail, go first class. 971. It's actually 671. I don't want to boost it because it already sold once. Update listing. So now at the end of the show, I'm sorry, at the end of the show, I'm going to take this. I'll go back into the room and I'll put it back in box 5. I'm done. So when we get an order, let me go to shipped because that's all I have. Mike says he uses it all the time. Here's your orders. Okay. Now, I told you yesterday, all my Star Wars are in a box, so I know exactly where they are. See this? Rack 1, $65. This was in box 12. Here's one that I did like Mike Wheels said. This was in rack 1. It was from a thrift store closing, and I paid $2. Rack 1, $46. This is just the code that I did. That's all. Rack 1, $65. This one I didn't finish yet because this is in a new box. Box 15, I believe. Rack 1, $46. Rack 1, $46. Box 14. I don't usually put the cost. I did this just because Michael Wheels was talking about it. This was in box 8. This was in box 15. I know. 7. So you're the only one that sees this. And yesterday somebody was saying, oh, it took me an hour to find the product. I like that idea. And plus it tells you what's sold via promoted listings. So you know if that's working for you or not. And I only promote with 1%. That's it, 1%. And I only do it for the first 2 to 3 weeks of a listing. Then I remove it. So if this, this could save you some time and energy not having to worry about, man, where the hell did I put that? Now I have 500 items. I have 1,000 items. Where is it? Because I've been there and done that. Right, Brandon?
Yeah.
Jules, page I tried to do yesterday organizing, but had as usual family and then 3 webinars, so I got very little done. I'm going to exchange the thinner pretty ones from Walmart to get the heavy duty ones. Okay. I do that also, box number, price paid, and where I got it. Yep. Why remove the promotion? I have always left it because it costs you money. So depending on how much the item is, like these items that are $80, $90, even 1% could be $2. So if I didn't get it sold within the first 2 to 3 weeks being promoted, why pay for it when it'll be, it'll get sold after that? Because if it gets sold, it's going to be as a reason of something I did, like lower the price or send offers to interested people, watchers. Sorry if I'm talking over you, Brandon.
No, it's okay. I just came to say hi.
No, it's cool. I'm glad to be able to have you back again.
Oh, yeah. Mornings aren't my thing, but somehow I was up this morning, so.
Cool. Are you at college yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I'm gonna be at college August 28th is move-in day, so.
Oh, cool.
After I get things settled in, I'm thinking of going live, like right after I move in.
That's cool.
So who knows? Maybe when I go live, one of my neighbors next door will knock on the door and want to come in.
Yeah. That's cool, though. So you're going to stay there?
Yes.
How far away is it from your house, from where you live?
It's about 35 minutes away.
Oh, not bad.
Depending on what road you take.
That's cool.
If you use interstate, it's probably 30 minutes. If you use country roads, it's probably 35 or 40 minutes.
Wow. We could use the interstate and take an hour just to get 13 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful with the traffic here. Pam, it's good to vary the promotion that you're doing. If you're promoting at 3, end it and promote it at 3.2, 2.8. It helps with the algorithm. I guess. The other thing to worry about with promoting a listing, and I know not a lot of people talk about this. Is that over the barcode? Yep. I just got this in yesterday. Yeah, it's over the barcode, damn it. All right, hold on a second. If you so you have listings, right? You're going to list this. There's 679 of these listed. Oh, I'm not even showing you, am I? Share screen. All right. So you type it in, you scan it or whatever. So when you look it up, right here, there's 679 listings for this action figure. Some are built, some are pre-owned, some are taken out of the box, some are still in the box. So right there, it's going to tell me 679. I have to separate myself from everybody else. So I may put it at what the highest offer price is or the lowest offer price is, but then I will add the 1% promotion. Because out of 679 people, do you actually think that even 300 are paying to promote their item? I don't think so personally, because you can hear the scuttlebutt of how many people are upset because eBay charges their fees for everything. I mean, do you promote any of your listings, Brandon?
With Makari, yeah, I do some, but
But
not a lot.
do you do it on eBay?
I don't sell on eBay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at it. I had something that, hold on. Let's see, I picked these up. Okay. Once again, all right. Pokemon, I'm not selling 20 decks. I'm selling one deck. So this is going to be hard, but there's 393. So if you had something that your number up here, like I did something last week on one of the shows where there was only 3 listed, and there was no need to promote that at all. Not when there's 3 listed. Now here you go. All right, here's an excellent example. Here's a CD, pre-owned, and there's only 5 listed. And it's all over the place. $4.99, $5, $5, $8.52. It's brand new. All right. Pre-owned $4. So on the average, it's $4.50. Let's see if any sold. One sold. It was brand new. New. That's all there is new. No used. Okay. So no used. Mine is used. So it's not getting a lot of money. But still, only 5. So if I listed this today, I would be number 6. And $4, $5. Oh my God. I'm not going to list this. $4 plus $2.89 shipping. $5 free shipping, which means what's he going to get for $2 after shipping? $5, $3.95 shipping. $4.99. $2. All right, so everybody else is getting shipping. Wow. So it's not going for much money, but I got it in a box lot, so well, it's not bad. How long do you? And the link is there if anybody wants to come in and say hello and talk a little and give some ideas.
I was gonna ask you, how is your antique booth?
Good, very good. So far, so good. First month went well. We paid for the rent within the first 2 weeks. The second month, we did the same. And now we're going into the third month, and I am a third of the way of paying the rent.
Nice.
So it's not bad. Yeah, it's getting there. I just, being sick, it was 3 weeks we didn't go there.
Yeah.
So I know, and I had stuff here. I mean, excuse me, after a while, I asked Sandy, like last Saturday, I says, we're feeling pretty good. Do you want to go? Because I have so much stuff I could take there. And granted, I took stuff there like the big pops because I got the big 10-inch Godzilla pops in
Mhm.
from the movie. And now today, I'm waiting for the big 10-inch King Kongs to come in.
Hmm.
And so stuff was coming in and I wasn't able to go there. So we went, stocked it, and moved things around, which was funny because, everybody says you got to keep it fresh.
Yep.
So I ended up buying these two little tables. One was the metal racks, the bakery racks, but it was only a single 12 by 12.
Mhm.
Took all the games, put them on there, staggered, and one sold by the time we got home. So it definitely does help just moving it around.
Yeah. With
Maybe something else like a Pokemon plush. That's a good idea too. Make a lot out of it. Although I have a ton of Pokemon cards too.
with my antique booths, one booth I've been in for 2 years now, and I haven't had to pay booth rent out of pocket.
Nice. You don't sell just jewelry though, right?
No, but that's about 90% of my booth.
Right.
But the other like 10 or 20% is like stuffed animals or Pyrex dishes, Longaberger baskets,
Oh,
old
nice.
Tonka trucks and toys. Especially since I'm in Iowa and it's big farm country, I try to buy up so many farm toys as I possibly can. All the
Nice.
like 1/64th, 132, 1/12th scale tractors.
Yep. I actually bought 3 totally roached out because knowing I was going to go home and my son has a sandblaster. I was going to take, 2 of the better ones with me because I wanted to redo them. I wanted to repaint them and stuff. But we haven't gone home yet.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, these are the big Tonkas, the real big, the ones that the kids used to ride on in the
Mhm.
60s. And then I think I have an older one from the 50s. I just, a Hubley tractor truck. Yes, JR. Yes. If you think about it, it's, we had this discussion yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It's like paying Amazon, it's like paying eBay fees, but the way I looked at it as if I had to put everything in a storage unit and I'm paying the same exact rent, it's in it's in a box basically. It's not available for sale. I can't possibly make a sale.
See, that's the way I think about an antique booth too. Like for me, I don't want, I'm a young reseller. I don't want my stuff just sitting in storage. I'd rather have it out in the open where people could buy it, but I could still have it stored. Like
Yep.
I really wanted to keep this one, and this is a true story. I really wanted to keep this one Lego ship, but I didn't have enough room in my house for it. Like I couldn't put it anywhere. It was in this big acrylic box, and it was just like a big display case, and it had this vintage Lego ship in it. Really wanted to keep it, but I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna mark it, put it in the booth so I can keep it for storage. Marked it like $350, like way over retail, because I wanted to keep it, but I didn't have room for it. So one day I get a call from the antique mall saying that one guy wants to offer me $250 for it, and I was like,
Nice.
well, okay, that's about retail. So I was like, yeah, I'll sell it.
Nice.
So
That's like when Sandy and I set up the booth. I think it took us 2 days. And it was still pretty empty, granted, but I took a lot of different things that I had. We no sooner got home, the antique booth called and said, listen, I have somebody here that wants to buy a set of your Beatles action figures. And I said, they'll do an automatic 10%, but he wanted a little bit more. I said, well, I'll do 15%. So they said, okay, he took it. So ever since then, now it's been 2 months, I've been searching for more. And I won at online auction. I don't know if you could see it. Probably not. There's a box right here. I found 2 more sets of them, Series 1 and Series 2. So I'm thinking of putting them there because there is interest. They did sell pretty fast. I have too much stuff to just have an antique booth. Well, I showed pictures of mine.
Yes, for an antique booth, the way I look at an antique booth is you don't want to overcrowd it. You want to make sure that there's enough room for people to walk. When I picked out my antique booths, I made sure that there was pegboard space because I could just put hooks and then I can hang a bunch of jewelry from pegboards. Like, for instance, one of my booths, I overcrowd the peg hooks to the point where you can hardly pull one necklace off the pegboard because I want to put so much inventory in there and get it all in there. And that way there's enough, there's enough stuff for people to look at, and you can, what's the word I'm looking for? You can have a variety when different people come in. You know, so I've had many people come into the antique booths. I have 4 regular people that look for vintage stuff, and I have about like 10 regular people that look for new contemporary made in China stuff. So I kind of split my booth, half and half between the new stuff from China and, vintage. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good. So do you have, when you have your booth already, do you like put your business card in there, or do you promote it like, hey, if you're looking for anything, give me a call? Or do you do things like that?
I do it sometimes. When we're setting up at an antique show or something, I'll do that, but I don't have any business cards for my booths. My 2 booths are in 2 different malls that have hundreds of people that walk through them, and I know that I could at least make one sale almost every day. And so they have the clientele that'll come in and shop no matter what. Some people even come in daily to see because I live so close to the antique malls, people come in daily to check on my booth to see if I added anything.
Nice.
And I usually get to the booths maybe once every 2 weeks. So,
and how far away is your booth from where you live?
Well, I'm in 2 different shops. One shop is about 40 minutes away, and then the other shop is about 15 minutes away. So
not bad. Because somebody asked me, they said, hey, Paul, where is your, how far away is your booth? And I said, well, it's an hour. But at least it's on, it's by the beach, by the coast. So it's not too bad. It gets a lot of what we call transient traffic.
One of my booths is right off the interstate. It's a big antique mall. It's right off the interstate, and that's just a nice area to have it in.
Nice. I'm just trying to bring up some pictures of mine.
I tell you, Iowa could not get any busier this week.
Really? How come?
Well, starting tomorrow is the Iowa State Fair.
Oh, wow.
And tomorrow is also the Field of Dreams game between the Yankees and the White Sox.
I heard about that.
Yeah. You know how much a ticket is?
No.
$375.
Wow.
Yep. And it's only available to residents that have Iowa zip codes. So, wow. I mean, I could get a ticket if I wanted to, but
very low prices. How long do you let items sit in your store before you're willing to lose money? Huh. It's harder for me to source so low prices since I'm brand new. I live in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. There's a couple of wholesalers down there, Jules area, right near a huge reseller who has employees to do all of the stores for him.
Well, and see, the other thing about having your stuff stored in an antique mall is that you can trust the antique mall as long as they have security cameras. You can trust them if someone steals something out from your booth. If someone steals something out of your storage unit and there's no cameras, then, you don't have proof of someone stealing something.
Right. Exactly.
But if someone steals something out of your booth, they can find the person as long as they have security cameras on your booth.
Right. And Jules, you don't actually have to leave your house to source. If you look at last Thursday's show, when I did a show on sourcing, those figures, the 2 sets of Beatles figures that I purchased, that was from an online auction. So you can decide, how much you're willing to pay, and then decide, well, I can't pay that much more because I'm going to resell it and there's no money to be left there. So this is an early picture of my booth. This has since moved. That's sold. Some of these sold. I think everything on here sold. These are the Beatles figures that sold pretty fast. That I just bought more of. That's early picture. That's an early picture. This is just a picture I took. I got some action figures from someone, and I put them in the dishwasher to clean them because they were stinky and they were kind of bad. And they came out fantastic. Oh, and this is just setting up the racks. See, now, do I have a picture of it? I got this from a seller in there, and I didn't like it because I couldn't get a replacement door. So I ended up getting rid of it. But this we put back to back, and this is kind of like I put all the home good stuff here. Like now it has a bunch of incense that I got at ASD, flashlights and stuff like that. And this area here, we sell something from it like every day. This pegboard only went halfway. This pegboard is a whole 4x8 sheet. Now I have the option of going out here with another 4x8 sheet because it's 10 by 12. I just don't know if I want to do that.
I gotta say, the way your booth is right now, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I like how you put the bookshelves in the middle, so that way there's like a U shape to walk in and walk out at.
Right. Yeah. These are cards that I made because I knew I wanted to sell some loose action figures, and I bought the bags. I fold the card, staple it, put the price label on the back, and now I think it's a better perceived value. And they sell. I sell them for $5.50 a piece. And the bag and the card cost me, I think, 2 cents a piece. And the bag is like another penny. So it's not bad. This was the way the booth is when I got it. And this is still building it out.
So did you buy those bookshelves, or did the...
Yeah, IKEA. All IKEA.
Huh.
So I think that was it. Yeah, that's it. I thought I had a picture of recent. We're not happy with that T-shirt rack. We're still not happy with that. But yeah, what size bags are you using? Good idea. Oh shit! Stuff. Which one is this? Polymore 4x12. Four by 12 bag. And then, because I still have a ton of antique postcards, like from the early 1900s, I bought these. This is the company, Bags Unlimited. 100 postcard sleeves. So that's a couple of things. Because I knew I was going to buy so many bags and stuff, I opened up a wholesale account with them. You make money when you buy an item, if that makes sense. Flea markets, yard sale. That's true. You only pay what you're going to pay. Like, I go to an auction, and a couple of the people know me, a couple of the auctioneers, and they say, "Hey, Paul, aren't you interested?" And I tell them, so I'm buying for resale. I can't make any money at that price. Wow, in the dishwasher, never heard of that. What about screws rusting? My son has the same big Wolverine. Mostly everything's plastic. And the joints and stuff, I'm telling you that Human Torch, the 12-inch Human Torch, it came out beautiful because even the Hulk, I mentioned it, the Hulk was all dirty around here. And I even tried wiping it off with the Windex and stuff. I put it in the bottom thing of the dishwasher. I put it on temperature boost, which boosts up the heat in the water, and I can do steam. And the one thing I always tell people about action figures, now this is not a good example, but if the legs are bent or whatever, if you just run it under hot water, the PVC that is used to make action figures, the PVC seeks its original shape. So the Wolverine, his legs were bent like he was riding a horse. And after I took it out of the dishwasher, they were the original way they were supposed to be. They were straight again. What size bags? It answered that. I like the bag idea. I like the bag idea because, like I said, I feel it just boosts up the presentation of your item and your items in the store, makes it a perceived value a little bit better. You take it out before the dry cycle. Well, if I put the dry cycle on in my dishwasher, that's basically just a heater on the bottom. So I don't use the dry cycle because sometimes that dry cycle will melt plastic. So what I do is, it is so damn hot here. When I took them all out, I put them on top of the hot tub in the back, and the sun just dried them out. I buy 6x12 bags for my license plates. I will look into, I bought some for license plates also, D, because I have hundreds of those Disney license plates. And I thought, well, hey, I don't just want people looking, maybe cutting themselves or whatever. So I put them all in a bag. Once again, just perceived value. And I think, are these the cards? No, those are my business cards.
I guess I forgot to mention something.
What was that?
I will be having a third booth, kind of.
Oh, nice.
In a way. Since when I go to college, I won't have a roommate. I get a single room. So I use one half the room, for living and whatnot, all my, necessities and whatever. And I can use the other half of the room for my little store.
That's
I can
cool.
set up a little store in my dorm room. It's a great idea because then that way, if a guy forgets to get his girlfriend a gift for Valentine's Day or her birthday or something, he can just come into my dorm room and shop my jewelry.
That's an idea. Here's the cards that I did. Let me just do this. So they're glossy on the front. So toys and stuff, collectibles, my YouTube channel, my link tree with all my links, my Facebook page, and then it's this way. All right. And you could see there's an indentation right there in the middle. Now the back has nothing, and it's not glossed. So all I do is I fold it, put it over the bag, staple, and the price tag goes right there. So very nice. Nicely, they work beautiful for what I want, and they're inexpensive.
Well, to answer DC Sales' question, my college has its own post office in the student campus center, which is great because if I ship something out, I can just go to the little post office area there and ship things out from the college. I don't have to go, in town and go to the post office in town, which is so nice because I don't have to wait in lines and whatnot.
That's cool.
I'll also be doing, so I've thought about it, and I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to be working a lot in college, with, studying and reading books and textbooks and all that. I won't have enough time to do YouTube auctions. So what I'm thinking of doing is creating a schedule to where I'll give people 30-minute to an hour time slots where they can shop virtually, and I'll bring the stuff to my dorm. I'll set it up just like a antique shop, and then I'll take the camera, go over the stuff, and they can pick out what they want to buy and whatnot. And this will be a way that people can still support me, even though I won't be doing as many YouTube auctions as I probably want to.
That's cool.
So that's one way I was thinking of doing it.
You should look into Facebook auctions because they all do it a little differently. Most of them have A, B, C, D, E, F, and they'll put an item and they say, okay, I want a starting bid of 5 on A, a starting bid of 10 on B, and they just keep going through the chat and they sell 6 items at a time that way.
See, for me, that's a little confusing. What I do is, I pull out items. Like, I'll look around my room and find things that I want to start at the same price, like say starting bid $4, and I'll pick out like 5 or 6 things. I'll show those 5 or 6 things to the camera, and then people can bid on whatever they want. That way, the price will go up, and then whoever wins gets their item. And then if someone else was bidding for a different item, they can get their item at whatever the other person paid for.
Right. The other thing you could try, and I've done, let me just answer Jules. They don't melt, Jules. They're PVC plastic, so it would take a lot for them to melt. However, if I had the heater on and a piece fell through the rack and was laying on that heater core, it would melt around the heater core. So yes. You could do buy it nows, Brandon. You could go to a jewelry, if you're talking about jewelry, a Facebook page, or you build up your own Facebook page. You say, okay, I have this brooch. This is a 24-hour response, buy it now auction or auction. And then this is go. The highest bidder by 5 o'clock tomorrow will get it, or the highest bidder by 5 o'clock today will get it. And people just see it and they say, well, I'll bid 5. They see the 5, and somebody says, well, I'll bid 7. They see the 7, well, I'll bid 10. And you could do it, try it that way too.
Yeah, I could. That's a way to do it. There's
tons of ways, Pam. There's Facebook. And people sell a ton on Instagram. I don't know how, but Pinterest. There's so many different ways, Pam. And then there's all the platforms. There's not just eBay, Makari, Poshmark, Bonanza. There's Shopify, and there's stuff I've never even heard. Depop. There's so many. There is just so many.
Or you could create your own website and share it out like I do with my website.
Yeah. I have my own. I have to work on it to get it more active.
Yeah.
But anybody else have any other questions on anything that we were talking about? Anybody else struggling with online sales?
I'll tell you, I'm gonna fit in right at home in college because there's one group that meets, and I'm gonna be so happy to join this group when I go to college, and it's the Young Entrepreneurs Club.
Very cool.
That's gonna be a really great club for me to join.
Very cool. I was a member of one when I was 12 years old, I think. I don't know. I don't think they're still around anymore, but the 4-H club.
Yep.
And it was all business stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Question, Etsy and Makari, how to do comps and where to find solds? Good question. I don't know. Does anybody know where to find? Well, I don't know here. Makari.
I know how to do it on my phone. On Makari.
To find what's sold on Makari?
Yeah. It's easy to do it on the phone, but if you share your screen, I'm sure I could figure it out on computer.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to share the screen, huh? 4-H is farming here. Oh, wow. I have a signed vase and I couldn't comp it on Etsy. Etsy doesn't show solds. Jules, do you have a store on eBay? Because if you have a store on eBay, they allow you to use, and I never use it.
Etsy does not show sold. I know that because we have an Etsy store, and when you search something up, it won't. It'll show it's sold, but it won't tell you the price. Like if someone leaves a review on one of the seller's websites, you can go to the review, you can go to the item, you can see the item sold, but you can't see how much it sold for.
Research.
On Etsy. I know that.
Terapeak. They give you Terapeak to use. Jules. I think that's one of the benefits of having a store is Terapeak. I never used Terapeak. I've used it in the past. I mean, it just brings out the sales more further than 6 months, but I don't know. I feel that the market is this month. This is the market. Hey, so Stitch It. How are you?
I started something on Makari. Over by the filters, it should show like sold or not sold or whatnot.
Wait a minute. I started listing on Makari a few months ago. No sales yet. How long did it take you to get your first sale? I have been cross-posting. Well, this is my Makari. Stitch It. And 3 weeks ago, and I said this yesterday, I had 23 to 25 listings. I asked my VA to take listings from my eBay store and list them here. So after 1 week, I was up to 224. I still have 15 to go. Hello, Wings of Love. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Wings of Love.
So 224 listings. After the first week, I had $99.80 in sales after the first week. Now going into the second week, I'm at $10 with another $13.64 shipped. And that's only, so the first week, roughly $100. The second week, this is Tuesday, I'm at $10 with another 13 on the way.
For me, it took me 2.5 hours for someone to buy my first item.
Yeah, it was pretty fast for me too. So
it was really fast.
Jules, I don't know. I haven't used it in so long. I really, like I said, not for nothing, but a year. Well, put it this way: I have a comic sitting on the wall here. Forever. I've had it since the 80s. It's been a $3,000 comic. In the last 4 to 6 months, it has almost tripled in price. Go back a year, it's still going to be a $3,000 comic. You want to know what the current value is because things are going so crazy. Look at Pokemon cards. Look at sports cards. Today is the market, not last month, not 2 months ago. Today is the market. So what were we originally looking at here?
Makari.
Makari.
Sold listings. So if you search something random, whatever you want to search. Just find the item on there. Oh, no results. What?
No results.
See where it says, wait. See where it says status on the left side.
Yeah, any for sale. Oh, sold.
You click sold, and then that's where it would be. That's how you find your sold listings.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
And then this is just going to give you.
So you got to go to status.
For here.
You got to go to status again and click sold. There you go. Now when it pops up, that's how much they sold for on Makari.
75% off. Wow. Wowzers. 20%, 6%.
So I guess I never really use Makari on the desktop. I always use it on my phone, but I guess you just search something up and on the left side where it says status, you click sold, and then that's how you'll find your sold prices.
See this comic right here? Number 45, West Coast Avengers. This was a $3 book for the longest time, right? The last episode of WandaVision, soon as that hit, this went up to a $50 and $60 book after one episode aired, because this was the first time the White Vision appeared in a comic. Every store grabbed everything they had and raised the price after that first happened. But yeah, I mean, when I look at comps, I just go to the Amazon app and I go to the eBay app and look at what's sold. And that gives me a good idea, especially if I'm out and about and I want to see how much things sell for.
Yeah. Let's see. Not a lot of the time. Most of our offers are, reasonable, but there is a way that, I don't know if this has anything to do with lowball offers, but there is a way on Makari, we have it in our settings, where you can block people from seeing your store if they have negative reviews or if they have 0 reviews. So that is actually a good thing I like about Makari. If someone has like 10 negatives, like 10 1-stars, say they got like 1,000 5-stars and they have 10 1-stars, it's nice when you can block people out from your store that have negative reviews, because you never know if they'll give you a negative review just because they have negative reviews.
True. Very true. Is it better to get a free or basic? Basic, right? Because you can categorize. Excuse me. I think she's talking about stores. So yeah, if you're going to start, go with the basic. Christy, good morning. How are you? I have never sold on Makari either. Only bought there. I've never bought on Makari. Never bought on Etsy.
I've bought plenty of times.
Really?
There's this one lady. She has no clue what she's doing. Bless her heart, but good Lord, she's selling QVC 14 karat gold rings on there.
Yep.
For like $10 a piece.
Wow.
And I'd buy as many as I can. As soon as she lists, I'm buying it like right away, and I'm scrapping them for like $250, $300.
Wow. Nice.
So when she lists, I'm buying.
Nice. Yeah, I've never bought from there. I was looking for something once on Etsy for Sandy. And on Etsy, I just couldn't believe how many bootleg items there were on Etsy.
Yeah.
And I mean, you put something like that on eBay and Disney, Marvel, whatever, they're down on you really fast. Yeah. You get a Vero really fast. But Etsy, it's rampant.
On Makari, my first thing I bought was 2 Lego sets.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first thing I bought.
The thing I don't like with Makari is now I leave the money in there. And I get an email every day. Hey, you have this much in there. Let's go shopping.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I get that all the time, too.
Yeah, leave me alone. If I wanted to go shopping, I would,
Exactly. The other thing about Makari that I hate, and I'm not a big fan of this, is the Makari local thing that they're doing now.
Oh, I saw a little bit about that.
I'm not a big fan of that. It's basically they're hiring Uber drivers to, instead of shipping your item, they drive to your house. The Uber person picks up your item and then drives it to the customer's house that bought it from you and drops it off. How stupid is that?
Wow.
Why do you want another person in the business deal knowing your address?
Yeah, true.
And not only that, but my question is, why what kind of protection do you have against something breaking? Like if you have a piece of glass, if you have like a candle base, whatever, or like a candlestick holder and it's glass, and you're relying on this Uber driver to take it across town, very delicately, but it breaks. What happens? Do you get your money back? Does the Uber driver get, fined or something? Like, I don't know what happens because I haven't read up too much on it, but I don't know what would happen in that situation.
Right. It's got to be pretty expensive too.
Oh yeah.
Why do you leave the money in there? Because I don't want to use it.
I'm not gonna lie, I leave the money in there because sometimes I do buy stuff on on Makari.
Yeah, I have not, but is there a reputable cross-posting app, or do you manually list on Makari? I have my VA do it. I'm working on getting my VA on with me here. They will list, my God, on I think 10 different places. But I'm working with them on something like that. See if I can get everybody a deal to try it out. Or the Uber driver stealing your packages. It happens here in Miami. Wow.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You never know when someone could take your item and then the customer says it never got delivered.
I list on List Perfectly. Yeah, List Perfectly I've heard about. What's it, $45 a month? And I guess you can do unlimited. But what I have to do is I'll take this package. Excuse me. Let's just say I'm going to list this. I have my table. I went to Walmart. I bought a twin white sheet. So I put the white sheet over the table. I'll lay this down, snap pictures, both sides. If there's any damage, let's say that's bent or whatever, I would take a picture really close up so people can see damage on the box. And that's it. They do everything. They research the price. They list it on eBay. They put everything in for you. And you come back and they're all drafts. So now all you have to do is accept the draft. So all you got to do is send them the pictures. Most of my stuff is jewelry and purses. Nice. Haven't seen you in a while, Wings of Love. Thanks for coming in. And it supposedly will remove your sold listing. It has on some of mine. The last batch didn't with my guy. I don't know what he does to make it do it automatically. Guys, did you hear that List Perfectly Pro will now include that background remover and something else I forgot in the Pro price? You don't need it. eBay has it for free. eBay, in the eBay app, it removes any color background and makes it all white. So you don't need to pay for something that you can get for free. Oh, I was on vacation. Nice. Did you go anywhere cool or nice or just a staycation? Not clear on whether it's auto removable or not. The eBay one is, you tell it your featured photo. Oh, I'm sorry. You tell it your featured photo and it'll bring it up next to it and it'll say, let's use this one, or would you like to use this one? You can say yes or no. What I try to do, and like I showed, once again, I'm sorry to keep going back, what I tried to show yesterday is eBay wants square photos. So you try to take, like when I take a photo, I don't just take the photo of the whole thing. Sometimes my first image is like that. Just a really close-up picture that takes up the whole frame. And then I'll zoom out. Excuse me. To see my mom and dad in Alabama. Hadn't seen them for a year. That's nice. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I'm dying to go home. Haven't seen my son in, I think, 2 years. But that's nice. So the weather was good. We're supposed to get some bad weather here over the weekend. Hopefully it doesn't strengthen into a hurricane. But any other questions at all? I know Johnny started, and I don't like to go over on anybody else's time. Thank you everybody for coming in. Please hit the thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed so you know every time I go on. Wow, we have a big lag because I just brought Brandon in on my YouTube channel, so big lag. You got anything coming up, Brandon? You want to tell everybody about?
I open my channel to have Miss Ivy selling every Monday on my channel at 5:30 Central Standard Time, and every Friday night at 11:30 p.m. Central Standard Time until however long I feel like going. I do my brooch sale, and I'll do that every Friday night unless if I have a conflict that I need to wake up some early morning on Saturday. But every Friday night I'll be doing a brooch sale. So.
Wow, at 11:30 at night.
Yeah, I'm a night owl.
Yeah, I guess so.
This morning I was just up. I don't know why.
Oh man, 11:30. Man, I would be on at least my first dream by then. Thank you very much, Wings. Thank you, Jules. Tomorrow we'll go over more sourcing again. And Jules, like I said, with the sourcing stuff, we had last Thursday we had Countess April. I didn't realize Countess April did storage lockers. She'd like to get into it again, and I don't know. I get the bug every once in a while, but I'd like to try at least one or two. And I know Mike does storage lockers, but we'll go through some more ideas on sourcing from home. Excuse me, because there's a lot of opportunity out there, and people are nervous about COVID again. So. I don't know if I want to go into Salvation Army. I don't know if I want to go into Goodwill anymore. So there's still options to do a lot of sourcing. And once again, with the hundreds and thousands of items out there, you just stop if you know you're not going to pay as much because you can't make money selling it, reselling it. So that's the way to look at it. What?
Jules, I don't really want to reveal all my places, but I'm going to reveal one. So the one place I do source my brooches is there's a lady that lives pretty close to me who buys out estates, and she saves all her brooches out for me, and so I buy them all from her, and yeah.
Nice.
So a local lady who buys local estates here. That's one place I get brooches at anyway.
Nice, Jewel. I definitely need new ideas on how to source at home. I still have my storage locker full of my own stuff I can sell. Sell it. Go in there. Go to Walmart. Get yourself a 24 by 24 by 24 box or an 18 by 18 by 18 box. Whatever you feel you can handle. Fill it, take it home, list it. And then
even if you don't want to, if you want to get rid of stuff in a fast way, but you don't want to list, you don't feel like you want to do listing, you can always have a garage sale or a storage sale.
Yep.
Your storage locker,
I've been to a couple of those.
As long as you have
Facebook Market, it's Facebook Marketplace, few images of what you have and sell.
Yeah.
I thought you had a trick, Brandon, because you and your mom have so many.
Oh, yeah. I have probably shoe boxes behind me full of roaches.
Cool.
That I still have to bag up and put into lots.
But you do more than just brooches. You do chains and...
Oh, yeah. I do all sorts of jewelry, but brooches is like the number one thing I get in the most.
Our storage units don't allow you to sell out of them. I live in a condo. Hello, Ryan. So, Jules, look at community garage sales. You're in Miami. Hey, I heard they just closed another 8-floor condo unit down there. because of construction issues. But not to make you nervous or anything. But you're in Miami, so there's little areas. Maybe you could set up. Maybe I know there's a big flea market between Lauderdale and Miami. I forget the name of it. Maybe you could get a booth there on one weekend a month or something and start moving some stuff fast. Oh, Ryan's in Plantation. There's always ways, Jules. You know, if you have them in categories like Swap Shop, yep. If you have them in categories, no, I'm in South Broward. I can't do outside with my lungs. Okay. Like if you don't want to list clothes, but you have a lot of clothes, put a notice on like you have here. You're in here with 1310 on Facebook. So 23 people who are resellers. Hey, I'm going to sell bags of women's clothes at $20 a bag. There's 20 pieces, so $1 a piece. You never know. Maybe like you got Ryan, who's pretty close to you. You never know if you can get stuff sold that way too. There's always ways. There's always ways.
Yep.
So if there's nothing else, everybody, I'm going to cut it here. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget, please hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Make sure you're subscribed so you know when we go back on. And I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. Brandon, did you have anything else?
No.
Okay. I will be back tomorrow and we'll do some sourcing. We'll see if we can do some sourcing, not just talk about it, but actually do some. So with that, have a great day, everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Brandon.
See ya.